Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into historic homes. There's just something special about a place with history seeping out of every nook and cranny. But let's be real, sometimes those beautiful old homes need a little love to meet modern needs. We're talking about modern makeovers for historic homes. From charming English cottages to stately colonial houses, we'll explore how to update these timeless structures without losing their character. It's going to be a fun one, y'all, so buckle up. We're about to uncover the secrets to transforming these historic gems into dream homes for modern living. First up, we're whisked away to the English countryside to the Jane Austen house. Can you imagine walking the same halls as the literary legend herself? This house is practically begging for a cozy, romantic makeover.
Now, I'm thinking we keep the bones of the house intact. Those beautiful original windows and that aged brickwork are just too precious to touch. But let's bring in some light, shall we? Imagine installing some gorgeous skylights, flooding the space with that dreamy natural light.
And how about we add a modern glass extension to the back? It'd be the perfect spot for a sun-drenched breakfast nook. Just picture sipping your morning coffee there, a warm scone in hand, with a view of the English garden.
Of course, we gotta update the lighting too. Those old-timey chandeliers are beautiful, but a few strategically placed modern pendants would add a touch of contemporary flair without overshadowing the home's history.
Next, we're stepping back in time to the Plymouth plantation houses where early American history comes alive. These homes, with their rough-hewn timber frames and rustic simplicity, are just crying out for a modern farmhouse makeover.
Now, I'm all about preserving the original structure. Those thick wooden beams are what give these homes their soul. But let's inject some life into the space with a fresh coat of paint. A crisp white to brighten things up and create a clean backdrop for some modern touches.
And speaking of modern touches, let's bring in some contemporary furniture pieces that complement the rustic charm. Think sleek leather sofas, industrial-style coffee tables, and maybe a statement chandelier crafted from reclaimed wood.
To really make those timber frames pop, let's add a bold color palette. Deep blues, rich greens, and maybe a touch of burnt orange. It'll create a warm and inviting atmosphere while still honoring the home's historical roots.
Our next stop takes us across the pond to Stratford-upon-Avon, the birthplace of the bard himself, William Shakespeare. This historic home, steeped in literary history, deserves a makeover that's as timeless as Shakespeare's words.
Now, we're not gonna mess with the exterior. That iconic half-timbered facade is staying put. But let's step inside and see what we can do, shall we? I'm envisioning a modern kitchen that would make even the most discerning chef swoon. Imagine sleek stainless steel appliances, custom cabinetry painted in a deep, dramatic hue, and maybe even a marble-topped island for gathering round.
But to keep that historic charm alive, we'll preserve those gorgeous period fireplaces. Imagine cooking up a feast in this modern kitchen while a fire crackles merrily in the hearth. Talk about the best of both worlds.
And to add a touch of whimsy, let's hang some modern artwork inspired by Shakespeare's plays throughout the house.
With a little creativity, we can transform Shakespeare's birthplace into a space that's both modern and inviting, a place where history takes center stage. Next, we're journeying to the rugged shores of Nova Scotia, Canada, to explore the charming Louisbourg homes.
These French colonial beauties, with their simple lines and sturdy construction, are just waiting to be infused with a breath of fresh air.
And how do we do that? By opening up those interiors and letting the light flood in. Imagine replacing some of those smaller windows with expansive floor-to-ceiling glass walls. Talk about a room with a view.
Now I know what you're thinking. Won't that ruin the historic integrity?
Not a bit. We'll keep the exterior walls intact and use modern window frames that complement the home's original style. Inside, we'll embrace a light and airy color palette. Think crisp whites, soft grays, and maybe a pop of color inspired by the sea.
And to complement the clean lines of the architecture, we'll bring in minimalist furniture pieces with a Scandinavian vibe.
The result? A stunning blend of French colonial charm and modern elegance, a space that's both sophisticated and welcoming.
Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to step into the architectural marvel that is Fallingwater. Designed by the legendary Frank Lloyd Wright, this house is a true icon.
But even icons need a little update now and then, right? Now, we're not talking about changing the exterior, that's sacrilege. We're talking about bringing falling water into the 21st century with some subtle but impactful upgrades.
First things first, let's update the plumbing and electrical systems. Gotta have those modern conveniences.
And while we're at it, let's integrate some smart home technology. Imagine controlling the light and temperature and even the sound of the waterfall with the touch of a button. Talk about living in the future.
Of course, we've got to be careful not to overshadow Wright's vision. We'll choose technology that blends seamlessly with the home's organic design. Maybe some hidden speakers tucked into the stonework or smart lighting that mimics the natural light patterns.
With a little ingenuity, we can ensure that falling water remains a masterpiece for generations to come, a testament to both architectural genius and modern innovation.
Our next stop takes us to the high desert of New Mexico, to the ancient Taos Pueblo. These adobe dwellings, built centuries ago, are a testament to sustainable living.
We're talking about an eco-conscious makeover that honors history while embracing modern technology. Let's harness the power of the sun with solar panels. Upgrade water systems with low-flow fixtures.
Incorporate traditional design elements. Transform Taos Pueblo into a model of sustainable living. Get ready to be charmed, folks, because we're heading to Castle Combe, often called the prettiest village in England.
These storybook cottages with their thatched roofs and honey-colored stone are the epitome of cozy charm.
But let's face it, cozy can sometimes border on cramped.
So let's open up those interiors and create a sense of spaciousness while maintaining that irresistible cottage charm.
We'll start by decluttering and embracing a minimalist aesthetic. Think clean lines, neutral colors, and a less is more philosophy.
Out with the fussy furniture, and in with sleek modern pieces that complement the cottage's rustic architecture.
And let's not forget about those bathrooms. We'll swap out those outdated fixtures for modern ones, maybe add a walk-in shower, and incorporate natural materials like wood and stone.
The result, a perfect blend of history and hygge, a space that's both stylish and soul-soothing. Our next adventure takes us to the sunny region of Puglia, Italy, home to the whimsical Trulli houses. These cone-shaped dwellings with their whitewashed walls and conical roofs are like something out of a fairy tale.
And while their unique design is certainly eye-catching, let's be honest, those Trulli houses could use a little help in the storage department.
So let's get creative and incorporate some hidden storage solutions. Think built-in shelves, understair drawers, and maybe even a Murphy bed that folds away to create more space.
And speaking of modern conveniences, let's not forget about comfort. We'll install underfloor heating to keep those stone floors toasty warm in the winter, and maybe even add air conditioning for those scorching summer months.
To create a sense of flow, we'll open up the kitchen and create a central gathering space with a large island, perfect for cooking up delicious Italian feasts with family and friends.
With a little ingenuity, we can transform these charming Trulli houses into modern minimalist havens, spaces that are both stylish and functional. Next, we're off to Germany to explore the iconic Fachwerkhäuser with their distinctive timber frames and charming half-timbered facades. These houses are full of character, but they can sometimes feel a little dark and closed off.
So, let's bring in some light. We'll replace some of those smaller windows with large glass-paneled ones, flooding the interiors with natural light.
With a little love and a lot of light, we can transform these charming Fachwerkhäuser into modern masterpieces, spaces that are both stylish and inviting. Our final stop takes us to the heart of many a historic city, the elegant Georgian row houses. These stately homes, with their symmetrical facades and grand proportions, are just begging for a modern makeover that celebrates their timeless elegance.
Now, one thing's for sure, those narrow rooms gotta go. We'll open up the floor plan, creating a more spacious and airy feel.
And to really maximize space, why not add a loft level? It'd be the perfect spot for a master suite, a home office, or maybe even an art studio.
And speaking of modern living, let's not forget about technology. We'll integrate smart home features throughout, from automated lighting and temperature control to a state-of-the-art security system.
But it's not all about modern amenities. We'll honor the home's history by preserving those gorgeous original details like crown molding, ornate fireplaces, and hardwood floors.
With a little vision and a lot of love, we can transform these grand Georgian row houses into spectacular modern residences, spaces that are both elegant and livable. Well, folks, we've reached the end of our whirlwind tour of historic homes transformed. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty inspired. It's amazing what a little creativity and a whole lot of love can do to bring these timeless structures into the modern age. So tell me, which historic home makeover stole your heart? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more design inspiration. Until next time, happy renovating.